Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architectural Perspectives. This is a series in which we visit temples, we photograph them, we videograph them, we gather information from local people, local guide, from Google, from YouTube, and prepare detailed study documentary on these. In the context, this time we have gone to Halebidu. Halebidu, there are temples which are devoted to Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu. So also there are a lot of temples which are that of the Jainism. Now today we are going to see a temple which is devoted for the Jainism. So that indicates the kings of the Hoysala were supporting Hinduism as well as Jainism equally. The reason is very simple. To start with, or earlier, that is around 10th century, the Hoysala Empire was favoring Jainism, but subsequently they adopted Hinduism, and that's why we are getting Vaishnavism also and Jainism also. And this temple was particularly constructed by Shitala Devi, who was considered or supposed to have affiliation or favorism towards Jainism, and she has constructed a lot of temples for them, equally ornated and equally well decorated. Today we are going to see a temple at Halebidu, that is Jain Basadi. Jain temples, Jain Basadi are same. They are Jain temples, but sometimes they are called as Jain Basadi also. Now these are few acknowledgements and thanks. Let's go and see. There are 3 temples devoted to, or these temples are of, is Parshvanatha, Shantinatha and Adinatha. These are the Jain Tirthankars, and we are going to see their temples in detail. Though they are Jain temples or Jain Basadis, they are well decorated. Jain Basadi complex in Halebidu, Hassan district of Karnataka consists of 3 Jain Basadis, then Basadi or temple, dedicated to Jain Tirthankars, that is Parshvanatha, Shantinatha and Adinatha. The complex is situated near Kedareshwara temple and Dwarasamudra lake. These temples were constructed in 12th century during the region of Hoysala. When the rulers were Hoysala, they constructed it, and Shitala Devi was the one who was behind all these things. Now, empire along with Kedareshwar temple and Hoysaleshwar temple has been proposed to be listed under the UNESCO World Heritage. So, Balur, Halebidu and the temple complexes around 8, and Someshwara are the complexes devoted for the UNESCO. There were 772 Digambar Jain temples at one time in this area. Now, how we know that there will be more temples is when you will visit the temple, the backyard of it, you will find lot of temples, lot of parts of temple stones which are found in the farm. So they are collecting it, and very short they will have collection of it, and that will be another addition to these temples. So this was rather a temple complex, Basadi complex. Though we have got 3 today, there will be many more in coming few years. Halebidu was the capital of Hoysala Empire between 11th to 14th century, when Jainism had a strong presence or the strong influence over the kings. The religion was called, this region was called as Dwarasamudra or Dwarasamudra during the when the rulers were the Hoysalas, this region was called as Dwarasamudras. Then Bittiga is a name earlier. So Bittiga later became Vishnuvardhana, and who has constructed all these temples. So Bittiga is considered the greatest ruler of the Hoysala kingdom and was a Jain till 1115, after which he was converted to Vaishnavism under the influence of the Hindu saint Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya was a person responsible for converting him to Hinduism, or rather Vaishnavism, from Jainism. During their regime, Hinduism and Jainism coexisted with almost equal rights and religious harmony. The Vishnuvardhana's wife Shantala Devi remained a follower of Jainism. She did not get converted. However, still, she had a Hindu temple also in Halebidu. So that is very interesting. She was favoring both the religion equally. Everybody was same there. The Jain Hoysala complex in Halebidu, Hassan district, consists of 3 basadis now. What we are going to see them is 3 basadis. The Tirthankar are Parshvanatha, Shantinatha and Adinathas. The complex situated near Kedareshwar. Temple includes well-built Kalyani. A water source has to be there. One thing was, there was a lake also near it, and there was Kalyani also there. These temples were constructed in 12th century during the region of Hoysala Empire, along with Kedareshwara temple, and they were listed under ASI also, and recently they have got nomination in UNESCO. So it's a very honorable. Now, historical aspect. Halebidu was the capital of Hoysala Empire between 11th to 14th centuries. Then there was predominantly Jainism and Hinduism, both were living nicely, peacefully. Then Dwar Samudra or Dora Samudra were the names, and Bittigiri was the king, as I told you, and he was influenced by the saint Ramanujacharya for Jainism. So that is how the history goes. Now we will have to see individual temples. Now, Bopadeva was the son of a notable Ganga Raja. Now we are seeing some historical aspect, because these were the people who has donated, and their names are there in inscriptions. A minister under Hoysala king Vishnuvardhana, the construction of the temple coincided with the victory of Narasimha I. The deity therefore is called as Vijaya Parshvanatha, that is victorious. What is the meaning of, literary meaning of it is victorious Parshvanatha. The Shantinatha Basti was built around 1192 during the regime of Veer Ballar II. The Adinatha Basti is the smallest Basadi and was built in 12th century. The monolith Basadis from this temple is now displayed outside the Halebidu Museum. We have got a picture of that. When we have seen Halebidu, we have gone to that museum, and in the museum this monolith Bahubali is kept. So that is really a thing we must appreciate. We are given at the end of this lecture in a photograph of Bhagwan Bahubali also. This temple was destroyed twice, once by Alauddin Khilji and then by Malik Kafur, that is general of Alauddin Khilji. Then Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq also destroyed this, and it was repaired also by the Mysore dynasty. The Odiyar of Mysore, that is one Unmathur or Nayakas of the Keladi, these were two who were hostile, and they were taking care of this temple later on. They had done some reconstruction work also. In 1683, they stamped Linga symbol in the main basti of the Jain temple of the Halebidu. So still it's a controversial. Second, the temple has taken many stages for completion. So at certain stages, certain religion who was ruling has dominated. Now let's go to these Jain Basadis. Now first is Parshvanatha. The Parshvanatha temple comprises of an Ardha Mandapa and Mahamandapa and the outer hall. The Parshvanatha Basadi was built by Bopadeva in 1133, the regime of Vishnuvardhana. He was his associate. He was in his army. The construction of the temple coincided with victory of Narasimha, and since that they had done some reconstructive work also. The deity therefore is called as Vijay Parshvanatha because they got victory during this stage. This temple is famous for beautiful Navaranga hall and executive carvings in the left-turn pillars. These pillars are massively placed on each other, which according to the Kurt Bruhan signifies the many layer karmas that weigh us down with their black color representing timeliness. So more black color for more time there were sins and so on and so forth. So they are the significance of the Kurt Bruhan. So Kurt Bruhan indicates layering, and karma also is related to this thickness of these layers. Now the ceiling of the mandapa and Ardha mandapa is ornated with sculptures of Yaksha, that is Dharmendra, and at the center, idologist Fisher described the intricate artwork that embellishes the temple ceiling as the most elaborative in all the Halebidu temple. So whatever carvings, we have got photograph of it, look at that carving, and what he feels, it is one of the best carving or best selling in the Hoysala temple. But as the series is going on, as the videos we are creating, you will find ceilings of lot of temples, and now you will have to take the decision whether what he has said, this was the most beautiful, or there are some other more beautiful ceilings also. The judge is you have to decide. The temple has Ardha Mandapa and Mahamandapa. Now almost all the three temples, the descriptions will repeat. Then a monolithic 18 feet idol of Parshvanatha in Kayotsarga position. Kayotsarga is a position in which the Bhagwan Parshvanatha is seen. The sculptures of Yaksha Dharmendra and Yaksha Padmavati, or that is Yakshi Padmavati, are also present in Mahamandapa. This temple is the largest and the most architecturally significant in the Basadi complex. Along with being rich in the sculpture, the temple also features carvings of the life scenes of Tirthankaras on the ceiling and panels of Mukhamandapas. There is a famous image of Padmavati with three hooded cobras. We will see it in picture also. Three hooded cobra identifies as the Padmavati. With fruits in her hands, and Padmavati is shown with three hooded snake and fruits in hand, and there are some weapons. The temple also features niches of the idols of the 24 Tirthankaras. You should have information, then you will appreciate the names and the figures of the Tirthankaras, 24 Tirthankaras. Now Shantinatha Basadi. We are seeing three Basadis. Shantinatha Basadi or Shanti Savara Basadi. Shantinath or Shanti Savara Basadi consists of a Garbhagraha, again description is going to be same, Ardha Mandap, Mahamandap, large granite pillars with inner sanctum consisting of a block stone which is 18 feet, and images of Shantinatha and 16th Tirthankaras. The description is going to be practically same or repetitions. The Marlon structure is supported by a square pillared porch with a granite pillars. The granite pillars will give you a polish, black color polish, where you can see your own images. The Adhisthana moldings are similar to the Parshvanatha Basadi. A series of left-turned pillars supporting the ceiling are also seen. The previous Mahamasthabhisheka is the Abhisheka of the head of the particular deity or particular statue that was organized in 2010. The temple complex also include Brahmadeva pillar erected outside the temple. So harmony of all the religion you will find here. Now there is Adinatha Basadi. Third Basadi is Adinatha Basadi. Adinatha Basadi is a small non-ornamented temple consisting of a Garbhagriha Mandapa with images of Adinatha and beautifully carved Hindu goddess Saraswati. The original idol of Adinatha was a stout figure in a lotus position, however kept in a Navaranga hall after it broke. There is a statue of the Jina equal in the height to the other two Basadis. So they are particular about this height of the statues. So they are equal here. The sanctum is bereft of superstructures. The Basadi complex also include monolithic 18 feet tall Manastamba. Manastamba is a monolith. It is prepared from stone and it is a tall cylindrical 18 feet stone without a break or without a joint. And also Kalyani means a water reservoir. Most of the temples had Kalyani reservoirs. Now we will see these temples. 3 Jain Tirthankars temples you will see here. Boards are there to indicate which temple is which one. We are seeing detailed descriptions of it just now and we are seeing now pictures of it. This is the entrance. Parshvanatha, Adinatha, these are the shrines. Then the stambha, what we had just now talked. This is the entrance of the Basadi. These are the statues inside. The 18 feet Parshvanatha Murti in Kayot's Sarga posture. This temple is famous for beautiful Navaranga hall and exquisite carvings of the lathe-turned pillars. These pillars are massive and placed next to each other, which according to certain scholars signifies many layers of karma, representing timeliness like it is for Tirthankaras. So they have made it simple to understand for us. These are some carvings. Now this is a photograph of the wood. Believe the wood is from the installation of temple, from erection of the temple. So you can practically say it is more than 700 to 800 old. This wood is still good. It is serving its purpose in the temple. Inside there is a bit dark, so your photography is going to be slightly difficult. Number 2, you cannot use flashlight. The reason is here it is not allowed. Being a UNESCO site, flashlights are not allowed. Look at the ceiling. The ceiling of the Mahamandapa and Mandapa, it is ornated with sculptures of Yaksha Dharmendra at the center. Yaksha, Yakshinis are there. These are, look at the designs, as though they are made on the lathe by using a most modern equipment. Otherwise, some people feel that it is not possible to manufacture. Look at this. Can anyone, even today, take the challenge of making it? As much precise as this is, as much accurate as this is, and as much beautiful as it is. Now look at the black granite and look at the polish. If you go near it, you can see your own shadow like mirrors. Look at this. The beautifully curved, polished, lathe-turned columns in they shine in the darkness. And we have seen in one temple, what was that? Shantinatha temple, where the light, because of reflection, was seen in all the temple. So this polished granite is serving as a reflector or as a light source. And the best use here they made here also, but larger scale, Hazari Rama temple at Hampi they have made it. This temple is famous for beautiful Navaranga hall and exquisite carvings, that is lathe turned pillars. These pillars are massive and placed into each other. That signifies many layers of karma. What we have seen just now is demonstrated here. Now this I have photograph I taken from the Halebidu Jain temple exterior outside. It was earlier in the Jain Basadi, but now they have shifted it over here. Now with that, we'll go to some videos. This is a Halebidu Jain temple which you are going to enter.
Shall I start? Okay, sir. Now we are in the Jain temples here at Halebidu. So we have 3 Jain temples, just a distance of around 300 meters from the main temple. So we have 3 Tirthankara from the Jainism. One is Parshvanatha, who is coming under 23rd Tirthankara. So center we have the first Tirthankara name called Adinath. And at last we can see the one more Tirthankara, who is on the 16th, is called Shantinatha. So in Jainism, there were 14 Tirthankara. Tirthankara literally means one person to help us to cross the ocean of life is called Tirthankara. Last was Vardhaman Mahavira. So since the Hoysala king Vishnuvardhana and Queen Shantala initially belongs to the Jainism, they have constructed some Jain temples over here. And later on, Vishnuvardhana converted to Vaishnavism according to some historians. He was converted to Vaishnavism from Jainism by his teacher, by the philosopher Ramanujacharya. So when Vishnuvardhana was under Jainism, his name was called Bitti Deva. But history said his queen was not converted. She remains in Jainism. And she was assured, both of them, but she will also help make a encouragement to construct the Hoysala temples in those period. So we have seen that the statue of Parshvanatha, it is made of in a single piece of stone. I said he is coming under 23rd Tirthankara, and this is called Sabha Mantap, because this is the Sabha Mantap in those days. And look at the pillars, similar to that the main temple, all are in those days. A lathe, a machine for shaping wood and the metals, by rotating an article against the changeable cutting tools is called the lathe. It made of in a 5 pieces of stone with the help of base shaft, capital, corbel, abacus. See here. My hands are up, and even you can see the image on the bottom. In that way, they built the temple with the Hoysala during the 12th century. And even though this main temple, the distance of only around 300 meters from the main temple, so we take some little bit less tourists here because of unaware. There is no more publicity about this architecture and outside of the main temple. But during the season, we take some more, particularly the Jain tourists from all over Karnataka. Jainism, that is one of the major religion in India. There are but more than 60 to 70 lakh people living in India. In Jainism, there are two groups. One is called, and the Digambars identify with them. Some statues are also missing here, and we call them as Yaksha and Yakshi, the demigods, Yaksha and Yakshi. This is also the tree. See the wood. It is called teak. The name of the wood is called teak. Means are called sagwan. This also belongs to that same period, 900s old teak. Since were Bharata and Bahubali. Bharata, the elder son, Bahubali, the younger son.
The earlier temple was?
Parshvanatha.
Parshvanatha. Okay.
This is Adinatha.
Adinatha.
Jain Tirthankara temple.
Yes. Also, you see some statues in the other part of the temple. We are within Jain temple.
From the Jain religion people. They coming all from surrounding area of Bangalore, Mysuru, Hassan, Chikmagaluru to perform the Abhisheka. They run for 2-3 days every year. On that occasion, they are going to be offered a meal for each and everybody of this place along with the tourist. So there is a step here.
Shantinatha, na?
Shantinatha.
Right.
16
Tirthankar.
Step by step.
Huh.
Take.
Okay.
Go for it. Shantinatha.
This statue is undamaged. That's why every year they are conducting puja here. A lot of people come and they give the abhisheka with water, coconut water, milk, etc. So it is actively worshipped. So it was a complex of multiple Jain temples. The last one was Adinatha, which is active. The pattern of pillar is same. Circular granite with good polishing. Difficult to believe it is 800-year-old.
See the hands up, see. Top and bottom. If you shake the hands,
But madam, what is happening is,
see the hands even on the bottom. You can see the reflection. In that way, they build the temples. See, your hand also see in the bottom. This is also very famous among the person. But since he is unaware of the tourist, we are difficult no tourist. See, the main temple will take nearly 2 million tourists in a year, including the foreigners for the main temple. But this is only a distance of around 300 meters because of unaware. Tourists wanted to come because there was some coming leisure period like you. They wanted to cover all the temples. But since the guides working over there, nobody in a position to ask them to go to see the temple. They never going to make encouragement of the Jain temples. So no, it is too far. So some people will go away. When they left the place, when they came to know that later, they realized, oh, Mr. Jain temple is there.
Yes.
Because we need some more publicity of this temple. So we need publicity board in front of the main temple to come and attract to see the temples, even whether the tourists are belong to the Hinduism or belong to the Jainism.
so totally these are 3 temples.
Three temples, sir. Three temples. in a single complex, we'll see this, 3 temples.
Yes.
And when we go to the back of the temple, where
This is Sabha Mandap, na? First one what we are saying.
Sabha Mandap. So if you want to take any kind of that meetings and everything,
Yes,
we used to sit in Sabha
Sabha
Mandap
Mandap.
to take a decision.
Yes.
And this is all temples. This is I said Parshvanatha, Adinatha, Shantinatha. 23rd, 1st, 16th. So just only about 1-2 years ago, they made excavation over here. They found that there is a Jain temples under the soil.
Achha.
Yeah, I will show you. Come. Please come, sir. It is only discovered, but only about 2 years ago.
It is in process now.
Yeah. Well, the farmer was plucking the field.
Achha, they
Plucking
found
the
it.
field. He had some sound. So immediately informed to the concerned department. So there is a sound is coming on the bottom. So the department, yes, department has came here, and they have to dig it there. When they dig the field, they found there is a Jain temples under the soil. So that means they said that even in this area we have some more Jain temples long ago.
Sure.
Long ago. But they traced it only for 3-4 years so far. And still the excavation is going on.
How this has come in Jain temple?
So because of the king belongs to the Jainism.
No, this is never there in Jain temple.
This one, sir? This is, they are not going to perform any Abhisheka. So
This is Abhishekam water to come out.
Yeah, that is called only in the Hindu architecture.
Yes.
But it is very rare to see that even the Jain temple.
Jain temple, yes, that's
It is
right.
very rare. It is not regularly seen here.
Achha, these are the remnants of new temple.
Come, I will show the excavated area.
No, I'll have to come with boots.
No, you go first. Just only 2 years ago they excavated this temple. See here?
Yes.
When the farmer ploughing the field,
Now more digging is required.
yes, so now the department have taken this whole land under their jurisdiction and wanted to go for excavation. They say we build some more Jain temples over here because this is an area of Jain temples.
Yes.
See, they excavated only about 2-3 years ago. You can see the foundation on the bottom.
Yes.
All the tourists, all the kings.
In videos we have elaborated same findings but in different ways. Enjoy the videos, enjoy the sculptures, designs of Parshvanatha, then Shantinatha and Adinatha Jain Basadis. With that we are coming to end of lecture. I am thankful for giving me your valuable time. In case if I given you some knowledge, then give us a like. If you like the lectures, if you want to hear it more, then give us a subscription. Thank you, goodbye and good luck. We'll see you again in next video.